In any college football season, ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Through the air, using the quick game.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing as a wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
To the air on first down. A little screen to the running back. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jensen. Turning it on! And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in, it's Fields. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
White wants to throw it. White is back in the middle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I love the patience by the quarterback on this drive, too. He's not getting greedy. He's not forcing the ball somewhere where it doesn't need to go. He's just taking what the defense gives him, and this offense, therefore, is matriculating down the field.
The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Quickly out to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Punch it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Going to keep it after the snap. Right down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. On the move. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Guys, let's chat a little big picture, Auburn. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Simmons. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking for room. It's Ncaa.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Solid would pick up a 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They want to run this quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Offense changing the play. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Kane. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. You can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
And the Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go bumps against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Send that offense back onto the field. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. White going to attack through the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got a man in the middle. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. 1st down. 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
White wants to throw it. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking for the score. Into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. Bowling Green may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take the dub away from Perry Stadium every time. The Falcons have been racking up road wins since the Urban Meyer days, and they get another one today. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the MAC is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Good surge up front, giving 4 out to the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snags it on the right. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Steps away to find some room. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man. These guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Wilson will throw. He's going for the big play. Makes a catch down the right side. Finds a seam. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. A strike downfield. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Knight. They're setting up the screen. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Unloads it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Working that left side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the 1st.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Now adjusting. Slings it downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Might be changing the route. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. He's got an open man. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Floating away. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
To the ground with the back. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Play number 10 on this series. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Gets rid of it. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas! And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Henderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes the Auburn offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Gives it on the option. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He might want another play. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Thompson. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
To the air, it's Knight. He tries to take the top off. Catch inside the 25. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll try it again. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn! Great example of how a 2nd half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was weak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And on 2nd down for this offense. White going to attack through the air. Shoots it to the left. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig swing.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Going downfield for the big play. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires it down the seam. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that's a big shot. That's a big incompletion. But this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kane. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A full dive to haul that one in. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On the move. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Snap it to the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They'll try to run for it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He's looking to pass. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Auburn, 18.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Russell. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29. We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Quarterback keeps it. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He'll take it himself. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Fires it incomplete. Change now on second and long. Wilson to pass. Got his man quickly. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Russell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. He's still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll go with a direct snap. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll go to the air on third and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Brown. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the ground game.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wilson will throw. Fires to the middle. He caught it. And he will score! Touchdown, Razorbacks! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. They'll go to the air. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Use the play fake, down to throw. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Touch pass on the run. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
White wants to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Kane. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down.
He's got it along the sideline. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Pulls and throws off the RPO. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Wait till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them.